she calls me and she's like, yeah, Letitia, so we got your test back and welcome back to my channel, Miss Geminii Talks. Just so you know, I wanted to tell you guys a little backstory for those who don't know me, and if you're new to my channel, I want to let you guys know that I was diagnosed with lymphoma in 2018, and I've been in remission since April of 2019 for the most part, but I have to go back to the doctor. Excuse me, on my lip. Okay. But I usually have to go back to the doctor every 3 months to get blood work done, making sure everything's still fine because it's still in the early stages. So I was supposed to get a CAT scan done to make sure that I'm still in remission, because the first 2 CAT scans after being cancer free, it can come back. So this is the most important one that I had to go get. This is the story I'm about to tell you guys about. So I just wanted to give you guys the backstory. But yeah, so I have a port, just so you know. This is what this is. And people was wondering what this was. This is what helped save my life. And I love it. This is what they put the chemo through to help, you know, me fight that disease. And, you know, I'm blessed to be here to tell the story. But it was a crazy doctor's appointment experience. I just want to tell y'all that, okay? So that's what the story is about. I had to go to the doctor to get a CAT scan. I was scheduled to get one to make sure that I'm still in remission. So let's get started. Okay. So we on our way to the doctor's or the hospital. They have 2 different places that you can go. Now, you can go to the main emergency room, and then they take you into the CT PET scan unit. And then they also have a place, it's like a couple of buildings down, not too far from the hospital, and they have a CT and PET scan area there. Now, they didn't tell us which area to go to, but we usually always go to the emergency part area, but they have a side door that you go through, so you won't have to go through the emergency room. Now, because of what's going on with this coronavirus, everything's different, okay? When we got there, it was a line, and the other part was shut down where the emergency part is. So I was like, oh goodness, so you have to stand outside in the line. So he said, okay, maybe you should go in that way. So I'm thinking that's the way to go. So I'm like, okay. So I get in line. The lady finally come up to me, the nurse, and she's like, okay, I want to give you guys, I want to just, test and see if you have a fever. They scan you to test to see if you have a fever and everything like that. They ask you if you have any symptoms or anything like that. So I told them I'm fine. I don't have a fever. For the most part, I feel good. I'm just here for my appointment to get a CAT scan done. That's what I'm here for. I thought she understood, and she wrote it down, and it was like, okay, so they don't let you inside the hospital. You have to stand in a line before they even let you in for your appointment. So I'm like, okay. They said they're going to call you on the phone. My boyfriend couldn't come in with me at the time. They really, really strict. Unless it's an emergency, you can't go into the hospital. Okay, fine. I'm out there waiting. Now, it's more people coming, okay, in line, and they are sick. I think they might have the corona, which I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm nervous because my immune system at the time, before I went back to the doctor recently, was not there yet. It take a while for it to recover from chemo, the type of chemo that I had. So my immune system is half. Normally it's supposed to be 4,000 and some change. Mine was half of that, okay, at the time. And that's why I couldn't go out nowhere. My boyfriend did all the errands. I had to be strict in the house. I couldn't be around nobody. So me going to the hospital was a really scary thing for me, because last I checked, that was my immune system. So more people are coming to the hospital, and I'm just sitting there like, okay. And I'm thinking they're going to have people that seem like they have symptoms in one line, or, in another area, and then the people that seem like they're fine and coming there for a reason, whether it's an appointment or something, in one area. No, that wasn't the case, okay? That wasn't the case. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I got there 15 minutes before my appointment. It's now 10 a.m. That's the time I'm supposed to get my CAT scan. And I'm like, okay, so my boyfriend drove off. I'm calling him on FaceTime. I'm on the phone with him the whole time. Another 15 minutes go past. More people are coming saying they have symptoms of the COVID. Fever, body aches, coughing. It was scary. And I felt so bad for them, but I'm also like, oh my goodness, I'm being subjected around people and they're not keeping everybody far apart. They let everybody stand in the line. I mean, we wasn't close up on each other, but we were close enough, and I'm just so nervous. So I'm like, okay, like I supposed to be inside. I'm supposed to get my CAT scan. I don't want to be in this area because it's a dangerous area to be in, especially with everything going on. Another 30 minutes pass. It's about to be 11 a. Oh yeah, it's about to be 11 a.m. I'm getting frustrated at this point, guys. I'm very frustrated. But I just want to say to all the workers out there working in the hospitals and doing their job, I appreciate you guys so much. I understand your job is hard. You're putting yourself out there to get yourself sick. So I get it. So I didn't get mad at anybody there, even though I was mad. And I was venting to my boyfriend because I was pissed off. But I always try to be understanding. I never show people that I'm frustrated. You would never knew I was mad. I was smiling, trying to be polite, understanding what they were going through as well. But anyway, I get inside. They finally called me and said, okay, you can come in. So one of the guys, was taking me to the back. I guess, I don't know if he was a nurse or not, but he knew me from high school. He said, oh yeah, I think I know your brother from high school, Orange High, small world, we talking. He said, yeah, I'm not sure if you're supposed to be coming to this room. And I'm like, why? Like, I'm supposed to be, getting a CAT scan done. And he was like, oh, okay. All right. And he was like, nice seeing you, whatever. The nurse finally comes in. I'm sitting in. They said, you're admitted into the hospital. Let me know what's the symptoms and what's wrong. Admitted? I'm like, I'm admitted to the hospital? No. I think this is a big mistake. And she's like, oh, no, you're not supposed to be admitted. I said, no, miss, I'm here for an appointment. I'm supposed to get a CAT scan done. So the lady's like, oh, yeah, you're not supposed to be in here. You think? I don't want to be in here. I want to get my damn fucking CAT scan done to make sure I'm already having anxiety because I'm like, I don't know if I'm still sick or not. Not saying I've been in remission, but you never know. So I was really like, anytime that comes up, I get crazy anxiety because reoccurrence come the first two times you get a CAT scan or PET scan. So I was like nervous. I'm just praying that everything's still fine with me. Then I'm stuck in a hospital where people are sick with this coronavirus, which I pray for all of their well-being and health. My heart goes out to them, but I was just going like crazy in my head. So then the doctor come in and said, oh, we're going to check and see if you have an appointment. It's 11 a.m. My appointment for my CAT scan was at 10 a.m. They talked to the people over there. They said, oh, well, we don't have a scheduled appointment for her. Well, I guess not, because I'm supposed to have been there, like an hour ago? So I am pissed off because I'm like, am I not going to be able to get my CAT scan? That's what I was worried about. And I'm calling my boyfriend. He's calling me. He's frustrated as well. He's like, let me call the doctor, your personal doctor. He calls over there. My girl Maria, shout out to her. I love her. I love Dr. Cherry as well. They called to the emergency room, pissed off. Like, why are you admitting her? She's supposed to be in the other area. What are you guys doing? Guys, they had me sitting in there for another 20 minutes. And I'm just nervous because everybody's sick. And I'm just like, this got to be a dream. I feel like I was like going crazy. Finally, okay, I left that area. The doctor called me and said, you supposed to be at this other area in Madison. Or whatever. So I'm like, okay. Whew. I'm just nervous because I'm like, okay, I might have missed my appointment. They're going to probably tell me to come another day. I do not want to go back to the hospital if I don't have to. The lady called me from the CT scan worried about me because she seen that they had me admitted in the hospital. So she was like, is everything okay? Oh my God, are you all right? And I'm like, yes. I'm like, I'm trying to get to you guys. But it was a whole confusion that happened. And, is it okay if I still come in? She said, no, of course. I feel bad. So they told me to come in. All right. So I get to that area to get the CAT scan done. Next thing you know, they give you liquids to drink. This is it's called contrast that you're supposed to drink. It's like a sweet liquid to help them see what's going on in your body. Okay. And I'm supposed to drink that once I get inside of the room to get my CAT scan done. I'm supposed to be in there for like almost 40 minutes. I drink that, another 20 minutes, and then that's when I get going to the machine to get everything done. They didn't tell me to drink anything, so I'm thinking I'm supposed to drink it when I get inside. Next thing you know, she's like, oh, yeah, I feel so bad right now because you didn't even drink the liquid and now you might have to wait another hour. Guys, another hour? First of all, my boyfriend had to be to work at a certain time. He was driving me. to the doctor, back and forth. So I felt bad for him because he was exhausted, but he was really sweet and, you know, being really sweet and being catering to me and making sure I was okay because I was really upset. But of course, I didn't show it to them. So I understand their job. I was just in the moment, frustrated. Okay, so I'm like, oh my God. So I had to wait outside again for an hour. Thank God I called my boyfriend. He came back up because we don't live too far from the hospital. He came back up, chilled with me. Then when they got my CAT scan done, the lady felt so bad for me. She's like, you need to relax. I'm so sorry that happened to you. And I'm like, girl, I just need good news right now. I just need to know everything is still fine. And I'm okay with everything else. Things happen. This is life. It could be worse. All right. Fast forward. The doctor the next day called me. His partner, I guess they're partners, or I don't know if she's his assistant, Maria. I love her. She called me. And I got nervous because usually when they call you earlier than your appointment, because I'm supposed to have another appointment to see him to get my results and find out what's going on. And I was so scared because I'm like, oh my goodness, they're not supposed to call me this early. What is going on? She calls me and she's like, yeah, Letitia, so we got your test back and you're still in remission! Guys, listen. I was so freaking happy, okay? And the fact that she wanted to call me, because I made a lot of friends at the hospital, so it made me feel good that she wanted to personally call me and just hear my excitement, because she knew I was going crazy with anxiety, and she felt bad about the other day. So she was like, let me just call her with this good news. So everything was still good, extra negative, nothing new forming, everything is great, she said. So now I can get my little port out. And I supposed to set up an appointment for that, but I wanted to wait till everything still calmed down with this coronavirus. But guys, I am feeling so grateful and blessed. I wanted to share this story with you guys because I let you guys know about my situation and my journey, and I'm being transparent, and I don't care about, you know, letting people know who I am, because it might can inspire somebody else that's going through the same thing to know that you can be a survivor, you can win. Keep positivity, keep the faith strong, and God will heal you. So I'm feeling happy. So the moral of the story is, it was a crazy day, but when you think about life, that's how life is. It becomes crazy, but it's always light at the end of the tunnel if you stay positive. For the most part, I was frustrated, but I stayed positive during the whole experience. I just was praying like, God, I just want everything to be okay. That's all I asked for, and look at God. I am so thankful, guys. So I just hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I'm feeling happy right now. I cannot complain. I mean, you can't complain, but I'm saying I'm just feeling blessed. I'm trying to stay as positive as I can stay, especially during these hard times. And shout out to all of you guys. I pray that you guys are staying safe and staying healthy and, you know, doing what you got to do to keep positive, because that's what I'm doing. You know, I'm making the best of it. But anyway, if you guys like this story time, give this video a thumbs up. I really hope you guys subscribed, and I hope that you watched this video to the end. And if you did watch it to the end, okay, show me that you did by leaving me fire signs, okay, in the comment section. If you're a real one, I know. And even if you didn't, it's okay. If you watch some of it, I appreciate it too. But for the most part, I hope that you guys watch it to the end. And yeah, stay tuned, guys, for another video.